let's talk for a minute about my friend Wally Safford. Um, Gilbert Davidson is already in the waiting room. I wanna bring him on in just a second. But I wanted to talk a little bit personally about Wally and what he meant to me. Um, I was not near as close to Wally as everybody else was. There was a lot of people that Wally was very, very close to. A lot of people that he just um, that he hung out with on a regular basis. Rodney Fitzgerald, he hung out with him a lot. Audrey hung out with her a lot. There was some people that he talked to regularly.
Mm.
And it hit me hard when I found out that Wally was no longer with us because this was a man that I have met many, many, many times and have talked with on the phone until the wee hours of the night, just for hours, just talking and talking. And
Right.
everything off record. Nothing is part of the show. Just sitting there talking with Wally. That's Wally in the under the cherry moon shot there. He's him and Eric Leeds are pretty much the only one that are posing correctly. That's Wally all the way over there on the left hand side behind Lisa. But he is one of these soft-hearted, funny, legit, honest, truthful, and forthcoming people that you will ever want to meet.
Mm.
And I sat and talked with him for many, many hours. My favorite time that I got an opportunity to sit with him, that's him with Prince. He's doing the bodyguard with Prince. But
Mm.
my favorite time with him was in Bloomington. I want to say 2018, I think. Maybe it was 2018. Maybe it was before that. We were both staying at the same hotel at the American. It wasn't the host hotel. It was the cheaper hotel, way cheaper hotel
The other
across the
one.
street. And we just happened to walk into the lobby at the same time. And he was like, Chris. And I turned around. And there was Wally. And he didn't have any place to go. And I didn't have any place to go. So we sat on a couch in the middle of the hotel lobby and we talked for at least for like 2 hours, just sitting there, just talking about, as you've heard me say, everything and nothing.
Right.
And, you know, and there's him and Jerome. And there are not a lot of people. Um, there are not a lot of people that will ever match Wiley's character and I'm not talking about character like from I
No.
mean,
Yeah.
obviously I am, but I'm talking about he did have a character to him. He's just kind of like Jerome. He's a character, it's just there's nobody like him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Right.
I absolutely positively miss him dearly. This is him. I assume that he's walking with Prince. This person is covered up. I actually saw this photo set, but it never really divulged who this person was. I assume that it is Prince that's covered up. Gilbert would probably know. But there's him and Prince. Prince is kind of in the corner, kind of hiding there.
Hiding out.
Yeah, but it was just he was the real deal. There's him on stage with Prince. It's
Mm.
there's just not a lot of people like Wally, and I'm going to miss him dearly. And I know I can't speak. I can't speak to this too much more because it's really upsetting, and I don't want to kind of kick this off on a negative or like a sad moment, even though this is sad. Um, I just, it is what it is. That's the reason why I wore this shirt in honor of him because he actually had this shirt designed, and it's a very, very cool shirt. Um,
Yeah.
and I was very. I don't think there are any more shirts left. I think whoever got them, you got them, and that's you. You got it. But this is his book. If you have not read his book, it's phenomenal. It's short. It's a short read. It's hilarious. It's called Wally, Where'd You Get Those Glasses? Everybody now knows Wally's name because Prince released that song. It was originally called Billy's Sunglasses, but when
Right.
Prince committed it to recording, he went with Wally. And there's him and Wally and Jerome Gregg just being nutty like they always were. Um,
Yeah.
but a lot of people didn't know this, but he also worked with Parliament and Pendergrass, Teddy Pendergrass as well, and not just Prince. So there's not much to say about Wally other than he is one of these cats that's just he's just one of these rare people that you will never ever you're just never going to find anybody like him again. Just take 2 minutes here real quick. This was a short movie called A Hard Life that he did with Prince. That was I happened to be able to find on the internet, and it starts out hilariously with Wally and a scene with Wally Safford and Dr. Fink's mom. Gilbert probably remembers it. There's Mr. Wally.
Hey, baby, what's up? Hey, you Curtis Mayfield looking brother. Hey, you sit down. Hey, you.
And the old lady that comes out of this, not old lady, this middle-aged woman that comes out.
Hey, yo, baby, what's happening? You spell brother Donna?
There's
Excuse me,
Dr.
madam.
Fink's mom.
You spell hungry brother Donna for some donuts?
Why don't you get a job, young man? What's the matter with you people anyway? You think it's fair for you to be littering up our sidewalks with your raggedy ass? Where you from?
Detroit, baby.
Detroit. Why don't you just go back there and beg for money, you big pickle-headed bastard? What do you want to ruin my day for? What's the matter with him? He from Detroit, too?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you go back there? Donuts. You need diet pills, boy.
Mom, no!
No. Pickle-head bastard. I'm going to... Get your hands off me, you big idiot!
Look out, Mom! Right here, Mom! Right, left, Mom! Left! Knock that out, we go!
Oh my God! Of course, that's what will happen when you.
Hey, what you want me to do? The woman called me a picklehead.
No, she called you a pickle-headed bastard.
Wally, we will miss you dearly, my friend. I can't even begin to tell you how much we're going to miss you, and it was an honor that we crossed paths for sure. Love you dearly, brother.